Hey everybody, what's preppin'? Today I'm gonna bring you back into my kitchen and we're going to be cooking with how many ways can you cook bologna? Okay, today's recipe, yes, is something that includes bologna. And I got to thinking, I've got all this bologna from a recent Dollar Tree haul where I got all these 10-ounce packages of bologna. And I'm like, oh gosh, what am I going to do with all this bologna besides make sandwiches? Well, I found a recipe when I was watching Linda's Prepper Kitchen. She made a recipe using 1 jar of Armour dried beef. And I don't have any of that. I have bologna, and I thought, well, I could probably substitute bologna for the dried beef, and we're going to use all of the other ingredients. Now, I had to adapt the recipe a little bit because I don't have bow tie pasta. I have elbow macaroni, so I'm going to be using the rest of this elbow macaroni that I have. We need some cheddar cheese, a little bit of butter. We're going to need some cream of mushroom soup, and I'm going to be using some sweet peas, but her recipe called for peas and carrots, and that's something that I don't have dehydrated. I just have them canned, so we're going to use a little bit of those. And then we need some garlic and onion powder. One other thing that she called for was crispy onions. I don't have any of those, but they're optional. So anyway, we're going to be using all of these things, and we are going to put together a bologna casserole. How about that, y'all? Didn't know you could do that with bologna, did ya? What? Y'all go check out Linda's Prepper Kitchen, okay? She's got some awesome recipes. She shares a lot of SHTF cooking recipes with your pantry items, and she also has some great hauls. All right, y'all, I'm gonna put the macaroni in so we can get it boiling. Or as they say in the South, boiling. I'm going to slice up the bologna. As you see, I took off all the little red outer pieces of each little slice, and we're gonna slice this up. All right, and we're gonna let this boil for just a few minutes, and then after that, I'm going to add the bologna into the pasta while it's cooking to help reduce the sodium content. Okay, and I got all my bologna chopped up here, so we're just gonna get it all ready to add in there. All right. By the way, don't forget to spray your pan. You're gonna need that. You don't have to cook your pasta for the full amount of time if you're going to be putting pasta into a casserole in the oven. So for example, if your pasta is supposed to be cooking for 9 minutes, you can undercook it, for about half of that time. And then you'll transfer it over into your casserole dish, and then it'll finish cooking the rest of the way in the oven. That way it won't be so mushy when you put it into the casserole bowl. It'll still have some firmness to it, and then it'll just cook up the rest of the way in the oven. Okay, I didn't show you the other steps before I got to here. So we drained the pasta and then I transferred it into this mixing bowl. And now we're going to add the spices and the cream of mushroom soup. Boink, boink. I'm adding about a teaspoon of garlic powder. And we're gonna add a teaspoon of onion powder. And then we're gonna mix it all together. And then I'm gonna add some peas, not a whole lot, because we are not a pea loving family. So we're just gonna put a little bit in there, and look at that, it's gonna add some color. All right, and here's how it looks so far. I'm gonna add this tablespoon of butter. We're gonna mix that all up and put it into the casserole dish. Okay, so I've transferred it to the casserole dish. I put half in, and then I actually put some shredded cheese in, and then I poured the other half in, and then I'm going to top this with shredded cheese, and then we're going to put it in the oven. Now, if you have crispy onions, you put the crispy onions here on the top along with the shredded cheese. We're going to do that and get it in the oven. You're going to bake it for 400 degrees for 15 minutes. Ooh, listen. We're gonna let it cool for a little bit before we start serving it up. So I'll bring you right back in a minute. Ooh, check it out. cheesy. We're going to try a taste. That is really good. That is really good. All in all, this is very good. It's very filling. And there you have it, y'all. Bologna Casserole, adapted from Linda's Prepper Kitchen. Y'all go check her out. And until next time, prep it up, pack it up, and stack it up, y'all. Yummy, 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 yummy.